How much are you going to charge for that set of nails? This is a full sculptured gel set. Your client walks in, she wants this look, she's thinking the price is gonna be more or less inexpensive. What I can tell you is that she would be very, very wrong. Now, this is going to be a full sculptured set of gels because in her situation, this is what it calls for. Gel is just perfect for her type of nails. What type of nails are those? We're gonna find out. The big question is, do you actually charge more for full sculptured gel? Is it the same as acrylic? There's a lot of debate on this. We're gonna get into the details of exactly how much to charge. But we need somebody's expertise, and that person is Tracey Ryerson. Tracey Ryerson.
Yes,
Sir. Now we're on the right page.
It was sarcastic, by the way.
So walk us through, what are you gonna do? What does this set require?
So for this client, I really recommend gel. Gel would do extremely well on her. So we're gonna do a gel set, and then we're going to be using 3 colors, 3 ManiQ gel polish colors, ManiQ, on her. So it's pretty simple, but we're doing custom shaping and we're doing gel. So it may be simple in their mind, but they don't really understand everything that goes into all the stuff.
Right.
So
now the other question is why, what would determine that you use gel? Like when you say this client needs gel, what does that mean?
So for me, the reason I really recommend people do both acrylic and gel is because not all customers can wear gel and not all customers can wear acrylic. So that being said, if a customer comes to me and they have bitten nails, they have ski slope nails, they have damaged nails, something that I really need to cast and form, I'm going to put acrylic on them. It's really going to work best for them. Now, if a customer comes to me and she has pretty good healthy nails, she's in water a lot, she's in chemicals a lot, I'm gonna put gel on her because gel is non-porous, it doesn't break down in water or chemicals, and that's what's going to do best on her. So we really need to, instead of clients kind of telling us what they want, we need to determine what's best for them, and that way we're not running into a circle of them breaking or lifting or any of that. Really, for me, either way, there used to be this really kind of a myth that acrylic was worse on the nails and it was thicker. It's not true. So if the nails are going to look exactly the same when they walk out the door, we just need to give them what's best for them.
Okay, and we'll find out if you charge more or not and exactly what that price point is at the end.
Yes.
Are you ready to do the set of nails?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay, so for the gel sculpting, we're going to be using our Synergy Gel Base. We're going to use Clear Sculptor and Concealer Pink. That'll give us a nice nude nail. And then for the ManiQ Gel Polish, we'll be using Beige 101, Red 105, and Rose Quartz 101. Let's get started. Okay, so I've already pushed back the cuticle. We're going to get our medium grit arbor band out and we're gonna prep that natural nail. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is tuck right back into that cuticle area, removing any excess growth, and then we're simply gonna follow through and remove the shine from the rest of the nail. Again, it doesn't need to be aggressive. This is a medium grit bit. The prep work is exactly the same as acrylic as it is for gel. Now we're gonna take our swipe, my clean manicure brush. We're gonna brush down, removing all the dust, oils, and contaminants from the nail so we don't have any lifting. Next is my favorite, Protein Bond. Gonna get that on all of our nails. We're going to do the first coat all the way through, all 10 nails. Once you're done with the 10th nail, we're gonna come back and do our second coat. We get a lot of questions about whether is it supposed to dry. This is not gonna get a chalky finish, it's gonna get sticky. So as soon as you're done with all 10, do your second coat. As soon as you're done with that second coat on all 10, you're ready to go into your product. Let's go ahead and get our form on. Now again, we're going to do a custom shape. We're doing more of a Almondetto. So I'm gonna pre-pinch, get it on my finger. Now we wanna make sure when we're doing something like an Almondetto or a stiletto, a lot of times we get it right here and we think this looks like the right shape. It looks like it's gonna be a stiletto or an Almondetto, what we're wanting. However, if I just use what this form is right now, it's gonna be wide and it's not gonna look right. We need to kind of over exaggerate that pinch, kind of tapering it in, bringing it in, so it's a little more, it looks like I've pinched it too much, but this is gonna give us the perfect shape. Can you see the difference? Next thing I'm going to do is get out our clear sculptor. I'm gonna put the clear sculptor down prior to the base, and I'm gonna explain why in just a second. Let's grab our clear sculptor, our gel brush. Gonna get just a good amount on our brush. Gonna scoop it out since it's so thick. So we're just gonna make contact with that free edge. Make sure we walk it over, attach it to that sidewall, bring it forward into that point, walk over the excess. Now when you're working with gel, a lot of people say, I can't see it. It's really hard to see because it is clear. But a good guide, I don't know if you can see it on screen, but everywhere there's gel, it's shiny. So that's what I look for. If there's a shine to it, I have gel there. Okay, let's make sure that's nice and on. Now, some of you will ask, can't you use base to extend with? And yes, you can. However, when I'm sculpting, I like to do all the 5 fingers at one time, and Clear Sculptor allows that because it's thicker. It doesn't move, so it's gonna stay in place. Whereas if I did it with base, it's gonna slightly move. I might get 1 or 2 done, stick it in the light. And that's fine. If you like to work with base, you can. I prefer Clear Sculptor. So we're gonna get that in the light. I'm gonna push 30 seconds. Honestly, it only takes about 10 seconds to set up, but I would just work on the other hand while you're working on the other hand. Once you're done with that, take this hand out and you're ready to go. And now we're gonna pull out our base. The reason I prefer to do base at this point, you can do it prior to doing the Clear Sculptor, but what the base is going to do is anchor everything. So when I remove this form, it doesn't fall off. So if you've ever worked with gels and gel extensions, sometimes you'll be working with it. You have to take the form off as soon as this is done, so everything cures from top to bottom, bottom to top. But if you're aggressive with that form, like you would with an acrylic, the form can take the whole nail off. Doing the base at this point is kind of gonna anchor it and assure that it doesn't rip everything off. Now at this point, I'm gonna remove the form because we wanna make sure that that universal light is able to penetrate below to cure everything thoroughly. So always remove the form at this point. Now we're gonna pull out Concealer Pink. Gonna scoop it out. With the thicker gels, you kind of have to scoop, kick off that tail. The same as when I work with acrylic, I like to hold the finger down, kind of letting that gravity work for us. Gonna pillow it to the cuticle area. Pillow, pillow, pillow. And then we're gonna start bringing it forward. I kind of like to do small swirls as I'm bringing it forward, hitting the one side. Once I get it to the side, then I come back and I hit the other side, making sure we're right at that sidewall, getting our strength, bringing it forward. Now here, once I get to the point where I need more product, a lot of people will kind of pull everything out. You don't need to do that. It's kind of excess work. I'm just gonna grab more gel, start where I stopped, and continue. Float it all the way down. We're using light touches. It's quite different than working with acrylic. We don't want to be heavy-handed. It's just a really light float all the way through. So we get to the tip, I'm gonna pull it forward. Once we have done that, I always turn the nail from the side. Gel can be very deceiving from the front. It can look like you have plenty of product, but the minute you turn it to the side, you can kind of see all your highs and lows and where you need to fill it in. Now, if you're not too confident with gel, you could freeze it in the light for about 15 seconds so everything stops moving and add more. If you're comfortable with gel, you can go ahead and add it now. So I'm looking at it from the side. I'm looking at it from the side and I'm just adding where I need it, floating it forward. Walking it forward. Now, much like when I'm working with acrylic, I don't get concerned if it's not completely even or flat. That doesn't matter to me because my file, especially with gel, will take care of it quickly. All I'm concerned with is that I have enough product. I'm not going to waste my time evening it out. Once we have enough product, let's get it in the light. Okay, so since this is a brand new set, customer can be kind of sensitive to the light, so we're going to make sure that we turn it on the lower power by holding this button down. Once it turns it red, it kind of reduces the wavelengths by half, and that's going to help them not feel any heat. I still am going to set it in front of the light just to make sure that my customer is completely comfortable. Usually it's just about 10 seconds. Once I've had that, they can go inside the light. I'm gonna give it about another 15 seconds and turn it on full power. Hold the button down again, full power. I'm gonna make sure I do my full cure of 1 minute. Get our swipe again. Go ahead and remove our sticky layer or the inhibition layer, whatever you like to call it. To me, it's all the same. I just call it the sticky layer. Okay, we're ready to file and shape. I am done filing and shaping my nails. Now we're ready to put on our gel polish. The first step, of course, is we're going to use Protein Bond to make sure it's nice and secure. Remember, you don't want to over smooth nails out when you're going to apply gel polish over the top of an enhancement. So I typically go from a 150 file, clean it, and then Protein Bond, and then gel polish. That way I know I'm not going to have any chipping problems at all. Okay, let's pull out our colors. We're going to be using Rose Quartz 101, Beige 101, and Red 105. Okay, I think on the pinky we're going to paint out Red 105. So let's get that on. This is a really kind of a purple tone of a red, so it's more of a burgundy. Really pretty. That's why I love it when customers come in and say, I want a red, like which one? This is one of my most favorite colors out of all the ManiQs. It really goes well for a nude on almost everybody's skin type.
It's one of our top sellers, isn't it?
It is. Okay, let's go Rose Quartz, which I think is another one of our top sellers. Rose Quartz has been popular for a long time. It's just a beautiful, if I'm gonna wear a pink tone, it'll be this one.
It's pretty hot right now too.
Yeah, it's been popular for quite a while, but especially around the holidays, it really
pops out.
Yeah. And I think the rest of them we're just gonna paint out the Red 105. Get it on. Get any on the skin, just have an orange wood stick close by so you can remove it. Again, I get a healthy amount, kind of brush it out, and then go to the cuticle area so I don't over flood it. But getting a good amount on my brush makes it much easier to apply. Okay. If you have excess on there, just wipe everything off your brush and then pull the excess off. Gonna get it in the light for 30 seconds. Let's go ahead and get our second coat on. Grab our colors back. Okay, we coated for the second time. Let's get it in the light for an additional 30 seconds. Let's go ahead and top coat with our ManiQ Top. Get a nice healthy amount on. Again, we talked about a couple shows ago, if you don't grab enough, a lot of times you kind of just skid mark across the nail, and when you pull it out of the light, there looks like there's dust particles in it. So if you grab a good amount on your brush, this is gonna give you a nice, shiny, smooth surface. Once we have our top on, we're gonna get it in the light for a thorough cure of 1 minute. Grab our ManiQ Cleanse. Get the sticky off.
The moment of truth, we're here, full gel sculpts. I'm really curious, is Tracey gonna charge the same? Is it different? Plus the custom shaping, what do we have? Let's find out. Tracey, how much?
$115.
$115.
Yep.
Take us through the costs.
Okay, $90 for a full set.
Okay.
I don't charge more for gel. I personally do not. I know some people do. The reason is I want my customer to get what they need, like we talked about before, what their hands are requiring, what their lifestyle requires them to wear, versus them picking, I want acrylic because it's cheaper, or I want gel. That way it keeps it clean. It takes me the same amount of time. It does not take me any longer to do gel, and that way I know they're wearing what they need. One color comes with, of course. So we have 2 extra colors, so we're at 100, and then I did a custom shape, so that's an additional 15, $115.
$115. There we have it, a full set of gel sculptured nails. You shouldn't charge more, and actually that makes sense. Give the customer what they need. Don't let them make the choice of choosing a less expensive set and have something go wrong. Totally makes sense to me. Tracey, I love this set. It is really beautiful. The color combination is awesome. Thank you, Nathalie, for the inspiration. Super awesome, and we will see you next week on How Much.